Yo, hope you guys are having a fun day. I hope this is a pre-recorded message that will be played in the case of my untimely death. So welcome in. This entire stream is pre-recorded as a gift to you guys that I recorded before my passing, and will be played at the event of my passing. And chat, I hope you enjoyed yesterday. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All of my moderators henceforth will be transferred over to Cutie's channel. All of the revenue will be dug in a ditch somewhere. And like the One Piece, you will be trying to find it for the next 20 years. So, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How did you guys like the roast? Actually, well, before we start that, today what we're doing is we're going to go over a little bit of yesterday's stream, sort of talk about how that whole thing happened, and then afterwards we're going to try a little fun thing that I was able to get started with Pokemon Stadium. Now, you might be like, Pokemon Stadium? What do you mean? Well, you know Doug's Mario Kart Shuffler, right? What if you did that with Pokemon Stadium games? Like the Pokemon Stadium mini games? So we're going to do that with all 9 Pokemon Stadium mini games and see if we can beat every single one of them while they randomly shift between them 2 to 25 seconds each time. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're gonna nab. So shouts to Doug for the code. Shouts to me for being stupid and having stupid ideas like this. So, yeah. The roast. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. First off, I just asked, but did you guys like it? Was it fun? Let's just start at the baseline. You know, was this something that you enjoyed? I'm not gonna lie, I just watched, one of the reasons why I'm late to stream is because, unironically, I just watched the entire full roast, the entire stream yesterday, like about an hour and a half ago. Like after it was done, I was like, oh shit, I should go live. I was just watching Trey react to it. That was great content. Unironically, I might just upload I talked to, we hired some new editors recently. I just talked to them this morning, and I was literally like, honestly, this could be unedited. Like, it was crazy. Chat, who did you guys like the most? Well, who was your favorite set? There was some, dude, and I'm always worried about, like, roasts. Cutie went off. Cutie definitely went off. Nandre was good. Doug was amazing. Stans hit it out of the park. And Sam was there. Dude, the thing about roasts is literally you're always worried about having like 1 or 2 people either be like too good or too bad, right? Where it just like throws off the flow of everything. But I kid you not, the entire time, everyone was at the top of their game. Genuinely, like without a doubt, everyone hit it out of the park. And it was crazy. Everyone did fantastic. And there's some stories I'd like to tell about it. If you want to strap in, Peepo, sit down, and all. But before that, okay, let me open this up. So, hey, it's like, hey, we're talking about this, you know. Oh, there's my stream chat. Hey guys, let's leave. Let's see. I know how to stream. I am a professional streamer. Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, crazy. So basically, the stream, it was so much fun to do. And I wanna dispel some things and everything, right? Because there's like some talk in the Discord and like on Twitter and all this jazz about like, oh, they went too far. Do you guys know what a roast is? Like, if you don't go like slightly over the line, like, you know, is it that bad? The other thing too is that like we had a Discord server beforehand, and like I want this, like, we didn't like just, you know, be like, oh, whatever. We had a Discord server beforehand, and we had like things of like, hey, don't say this. Like, here's my line. Here's like what you probably shouldn't say. And most people were literally like, just open books. But some were like, okay, obviously don't make fun of this one thing or two. But yeah, like, so like everything that you saw was like within boundaries. I wouldn't ever do a like show that would like actually make somebody like come out of the show and be like, this is awful. Oh God, you know? So like, yeah, like I'll give an example. Some people were like, wow, the small ant jokes were too far, you know? No, they weren't. First off, he was never put down. Second off, I was okay with it, right? Because I said in that Discord server, I was like, dude, that's totally fine. Like, go for it, dude, you know? Like, whatever. Plus, like, we are on better terms now. I mean, we haven't, like, really talked about it publicly or anything because, like, I don't know. It's like, it's like I have a private life. And that's something that I desperately had to learn after that whole thing, you know? So... But yeah, it's like stuff like that, or like people talking about like cutie deepfakes, like that was fine, right? Like everything like that was like totally okay. But it was so funny because there's some things that I'll tell you right now in the show that you guys probably didn't catch, right? Right? There's things that you probably guys didn't catch. Let me okay. Well, let me start with the first one. Everyone showed up to the roast, right? Everyone was like, showed up like 2 hours earlier, so we can like do a little rehearsal and we can chill and make sure that all the blocking was right. And we were all kind of like hinting at all of our jokes, like Nandre, for example. Well, like me, I was like, dude, Stans, I'm so sorry, but I will probably, you know, I hope you like are my friend after this. And he's like, whatever. But Nandre specifically had. Like, we were talking, and Nandre, halfway through telling Stans, he's like, dude, I just wrote a joke about you. And he couldn't, like, contain it. He just started uncontrollably laughing. He's like, dude, I have the best joke. Like, I'm just going to, like, I'm so sorry. It's going to be crazy. And throughout the next 2 hours, he would just he'd be sitting in a corner and randomly start laughing. And we'd be like, Nandre, what's going on? He's like, I just thought of the joke again. Right? Guys. This will give some context to Nandre's stand-up piece. Where's Nand? I just have to show you. Where is it? This is me. This is me. Where's Nand? All right.
Except instead of having weird sex islands, they just rob Nintendo of IP.
One
of my favorite parts about Eric is his enthusiasm.
This is still me. Wait, what's that?
Incredible crimes, Sam. In the toilet.
She's out of context. These are crazy.
For you use as a logo is actually one of your balls.
Jesus Christ.
Of you,
we can talk about that in a sec.
And Slime all rejected you.
Okay, here it is.
She's a girl. You host.
No, wait. Did you stance first? I think you did stance first, right?
It's because just entirely cishet and man. So
Ethan actually couldn't be here tonight. He's busy. Nobody else.
Not here. These
you did stance first, right?
Yeah. All their viewers and stuff.
Stance here.
Jock hella owns you, bro.
Okay.
But I'm calling you a piece of shit.
Okay. Here it is.
Legal Eagle recently called you out for poor React Andy behavior. But the only thing you should be reacting to is me calling you a piece of shit.
That was the joke, chat. Like, listen.
That was the one.
So that's why, like, we all laughed when he was like, that was the one. Because that was the joke for a solid 2 hours. He was just like, this is going to kill. This is the best thing I've ever thought of. And he was like, dude, it just happened. It's going to be so topical. And we're all like, what the fuck, non? Oh, like that's like that's one of the small things with Nod. Dude, it was so fun having him. We had about like shouts to Abby, like legitimately. Because what really made this was not just like it was obviously like everyone who was like a part of it, but what really made it is that we had an audience, right? Because you can hear the audience laughter. Specifically, thanks to Abby, because me actually being unreasonable. I say that as that's like a surprise. Me being unreasonable, like a couple days before the actual roast, I was like, you know, I have an idea. It's like, what if we had an audience for this, right? Because I feel like that would make it like better, like because people would be more comfortable on stage, and then if someone bombs, it would be fine because they would laugh anyways, right? So we had about like 15 to 20 people, 15, 20. No, we have about 15 people like in the audience there, which was really cool. It was like it was a bunch of my friends as well in the audience. Some of you guys might know like Rad, Spooky, Barry was there, and yeah, Polite was there and everything. So it was a full live audience for that. It was really cool. It was really fun. Dude, I just watched this whole thing like again. Yeah, the audience was really awesome. The live audience was like amazing. All right, so there was like that Nandre stuff. So I talked with Cutie about where is it? I don't know if I want to show it, but yeah, this part, right? I talked with Cutie about this part because I was like, bro, like what the fuck? I was like, in case you guys don't know, one of the ways that we wanted to sort of like separate this is because like halfway through the actual production of this, we realized that this idea has been done before. And it's like, oh, great minds think alike. But it was also like, dude, like, it was like, yeah, like we realized that Smosh actually took this sort of concept and like did it like 15,000 times. And we're like, shit. So like, we were like, you know, that sucks. But I think I can do it in a little bit of a better way. And like, who cares? It's a roast. Like Smosh doesn't own roasts, right? Like maybe it's a little similar with the theme, but I was like, whatever, we can do this fun. So one of the ways we wanted to also differentiate it was with some gifts, right? Not everyone brought gifts, which was fine. It wasn't like required. It was like an extra thing. Basically, everyone brought like gifts. Cutie, I asked her about this. I was like, were you planning this? Like, did you like plan to do this? And she's like, no. That was like a spur of the moment sort of like idea that she had during the roast. She's like, oh, this would be hilarious to do. We did you could see like while she's like doing this, no one like knew. We were all like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, I thought she like hid something like behind her back and she was gonna pull out like a piece of paper or whatever. And like a couple of people also thought that, but no way, like literally no way was this like actually like planned, basically. And I was just like, thank you for that. I'm just gonna, you know, I really thought it was a prop. That's so funny. You could see, like, just look at these, everyone here, or like when they realize.
This is harder than I thought.
Literally. So you can see Sam's being like, oh, Sam realizes there, right? She's like, oh, fuck. Abby realizes. She's like, oh, shit. And we're literally like all like, bro, an absolute icon. I don't want to, yeah, like actually like insane. Like I was screaming. Technically a bra drop? I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see what else. Dude, there's so many. Oh, let's talk about Nandre's set as well. Nandre's set was particularly like hilarious because the man proceeded to say, I breastfeed from Abby. Says, not a joke. The only lie in his set. And then proceeds to tell facts. Like actual truths. Like, oh, Sam didn't know that openers exist for concerts. Or like, Cutie doesn't like sauce. Like, he told, and it was just like, I was like, bro, Like, you cannot say that shit. It was so funny. Like, his whole, like, I feel like there was a divisive thing of, like, his set. Like, either you did not find it funny, like, whatsoever, and you're like, these aren't jokes. Or, like, you were dying laughing the entire time. I'll tell you, like, in my coffin here, or a casket right here, I had to literally, in between jokes or non-jokes, I had to physically make myself breathe. I was like, I will actually die from asphyxiation if I do not try to breathe in this moment. This is the second time he's ever done this to me. The first time was when he visited LA for the first time, and he was staying at we just had a little party at our place, and he was telling us like stories about like him in like musical theater or something. I forgot exactly what the story was, but the thing is like the story was so funny. I had to leave the room because I was getting extremely lightheaded because I actually like thought I would die. Yeah, it's like, so like Trey put this really well when he was like reacting to this, and I think it's so true. Like, Nandre took the balls joke and also the not a joke, and the man's like, he had a dip. He's like, oh, it's funny the first time. It's like, whatever, right? And then like around like 3 or 4 in, it's like, okay, like whatever, like what's going on here? But like the more you do it, like that's the lull. But like if you just keep going, it somehow just gets funnier again because you know the punchline and it's just so stupid that you're like, bro, what are you talking about? And then bring it back being like, yeah, you replaced tortellini. That's the third one. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no. And he's like, that's not a joke. And I'm like, dude. The amount of people that genuinely thought, and I kid you not, like, it shocks me. The amount of people that genuinely thought, when I posted my community tab of this right here, that I actually died is kind of absurd. You know? Like, it's actually pretty absurd. I know some of you are like, whatever, you know? No. 808 comments, right? There's about, like, 30 or 40 of them saying, like, oh, shit, he died? I'm like, okay, first off, do you think if I actually died, like, I would be like, hey, show up on my Twitch channel. I have an event on my Twitch channel, the Roast of PointCrow. I'm dead. And then even for this one, right, where I'm like, okay, I learned from this. I was like, maybe it wasn't that obvious, right? Maybe it wasn't totally obvious that like this is an event that I'm hosting. I get it. I understand. It's whatever. But I did this, right? I posted it again, being like, okay, let me make it more obvious. I'm hosting a funeral for myself tomorrow. I'm still alive, by the way, right? To see what my friends would say about me. See you there, haha, you know? And then out of the 200 comments, a good another like 20 of them were like, dude, like, is he actually dead? Reading comprehension is dead in this world. That's the actual funeral here. I was like, what the fuck? No way. Like, people were like I posted like a short or two, and like there was like a good like couple people being like, oh shit, like oh my god, I'm so glad he's still alive. And like 1 or 2 of them being like, that's like kind of insensitive to keep posting after his death. But like not a joke. Like not as like a funny thing. Oh, it's insensitive. It was like literally like just actually genuinely flaming. Like I'm unsubscribing because of this now. And like I don't understand. I don't care anymore. I was like, that's crazy. You know, a lot of people were fans of a lot of people initially were like, yeah, you know, we should really up the education system in at least the US with the No Child Left Behind Act. But hear me out. I think there should be some people left behind. I think we should like really just be like, nah, dude. You're totally okay back there. You can stay in that corner, get a lollipop or something, and just watch the world burn. You'll be okay from a distance. Why don't we change it to like Some children left behind. Oh, that would have been a good roast for Non. So yeah, let's see what else. I had to cut some jokes actually. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I was worried through my set initially, because like I was worried about some of the jokes on my set, like for example, telling Abby to kill herself twice. I was like, that might be a little bit much, right? Like I showed like Adam and a couple others that, and they're like, dude, like that's like a lot. Like I don't know if we should like keep that in. Or like me telling Nandre that his sexual fantasy was to have a whole bunch of people shit on him. And then Cutie went, like with her set, and then called me a pedophile like twice. And I was like, we're good, dude. I was like, you know what? Jeffrey Epstein joke with Non, we'll take it. So I was like, yeah, okay, like everything's fair game. I just didn't know like what it was at that, you know? So that was hilarious. What was it? Because I'll tell you some of the cut jokes that I did. I tried to somehow relate Twitter banning Nandre to like, because like Nandre posts so many pictures about feet. I was like, okay, maybe like a Dan Schneider joke in there. But I was like, maybe that's a little too much. Totally should have sent it. There was like one or two. Oh God, I wonder if I can like nab this, you know? We wish you did. I know. If I ever do another roast, like in the future, as in like if I'm invited to somebody else's roast to like speak to them, like on their behalf, like I would go a little bit, I would go harder than I did, you know, initially. What did you do with the coffin though? Great question. So, this coffin, the funny story, we're like a little sure. Well, not sure, but there's a likelihood. It's a possibility that there might have at some point been a person there, but we're unsure. But it's also possible. It's like, no. No, it was just it was actually just dirty. It was actually just dirty, chat. Because this was like being prepped or whatever, for like a prop and everything. And the reason why it was dirty is because it was left outside. So it was like all rusty and all. So that's like, so what happened was they went to pick it up. It was a little rusty because it got rained on and everything. And what? Hello. Hi.
Nobody died in it. It was a Halloween prop.
I know, that was the joke.
Halloween.
That was the joke.
People in chat are gonna.
Oh my God.
They already can't read. Do you expect them to listen? Come on,
true. Damn.
Bro.
I was going to tell the story about how you went to the car wash.
So can I tell it?
Yeah, go for it.
So Adam and I went to pick up this casket. It is a prop. It's like a Halloween prop. And you know, because like it's not built very well. The base of it is like really thin. It's obviously a prop. It was filled with like newspaper on the inside to like build out a base. It was, you know, very much like not a real one. But it was being kept outside, so it was really dirty. Like it was covered in like dust and, you know, had a bunch of stuff on it. It's LA, so there's just like, you know, LA dust on everything. So Adam and I go to pick it up. It's over 2 hours to get there. So we're driving in this van to go get there. We pick it up. It's really light. Like there was, you know, I thought we were gonna have problems moving it, but we didn't end up having an issue. But we were like, it's really dirty. We need to clean it. So we took it to a self-serve car wash. So picture this. So Adam and I get out of this van that we're borrowing, like that we rented. We take it out of the van. It's a casket. We take it out. We start power washing it. We're like putting soap on it and shit like that. We're scrubbing it. We got gloves on and we got like disinfectant and stuff like that. And the owner of the car wash comes down and he just looks. And I went, it's for a film set. And he didn't speak any English, so he just like nodded and like walked away. And Adam and I were like, we're gonna get arrested. We gotta go. And then people kept walking by and like just like looking and being like, what? And Adam and I are like, la 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 la. We're just like scrubbing it. It was very fun. We do have video of it. Maybe I'll share it with you so you can play it.
Yeah,
at some
yeah,
point.
yeah. If you can.
I was gonna say, I hope we did like a rehearsal beforehand, but not a rehearsal as in like reading all the jokes, obviously. But we did like a little like run through.
Dude,
The run through was funnier than the fucking roast. I cannot wait to see that footage. Maybe you could post it on like a different in like clips.
yeah, maybe like Clips channel. But like literally like the rehearsal was like, I'll just tell you Doug's set for the rehearsal. It went like this, and I can like repeat it. It's literally, he gets up there and he's like, fuck you, PointCrow. Fuck you, Stans. Fuck you, Abby. Fuck you, and it like keeps going down the line. And then he goes like, fuck you, audio guy. Fuck you, producer. Fuck you, Nance. Fuck, it like just keeps going. It's just the entire thing is just that.
It was just like to test mics and placement and shit, and we were all like just having a grand old time. Nance, we were like, you know, still getting ready and stuff like that, and as I like was obviously introducing everybody, and so I like had to walk past everybody, and we were joking around. We were like, you know, I should like kiss Sam on my way up, and then like slap Nan. Like we were just like making shit up. It was so fun just to like get into the groove of things. It was a really good time. I'm trying to think if anything went wrong, but honestly, like it was great.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really went wrong. The only thing is we had too much food.
I was just adjusting my hair every 15 seconds because my in-ear was falling out the whole time.
Oh yeah, that was
the
your
entire time.
That was the first time that Abby actually had like an in-ear on stage.
It was, you can see I'm fucking with my hair literally the entire show because the wire was tangled in my hair and it kept pulling the in-ear out.
Yeah.
And so I'm literally like like the whole show I'm fucking with it. But other than that, it was like honestly really great. And the mic was like fucked up at the end. That was because you'd like it like loosened and you turned it.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are probably literally the only two things that went like
not
even wrong.
I mean, the other thing that like, I mean, I would say like the only thing that went wrong is that like we had an audience and everything, and we had like a lot of food like left over and everything. And so that was the only thing was like the next time like we'll have more, but we ended up giving it to some people.
Yeah, we ended up donating the food that we didn't end up eating because I ordered a ton of catering because Eric was like, get an audience, and then we invited so many people, and then like in this industry nobody like RSVPs, or like RSVPs are kind of like meaningless because people will say they'll show up to stuff and then they won't, but we had a lot of people and still so much food, so we ended up donating it, which was nice.
Yeah. Wait, can I tell about the call?
The firefighter?
Yeah. So we're
sure.
we're wondering, we have like a bunch of food in the back of the trunk, and we're like, okay, we're probably gonna give this to some people who need it, and everything.
The catering for the event, if any of you guys watched the surgery stream of the video, we got Buca de Beppo.
Nice.
Buca de Beppo.
So basically, with the food, we had a lot, and so it was in the trunk, and we were like, okay, we should probably give it to like someone who's like who needs it more, who doesn't, you know, who's homeless or something, right? And so we're driving around, and then Abby's like, oh, actually I have an idea as well. What if we give it to some firefighters, right? Who are probably just on the night shift. So she calls up like the local fire department, and it's like a 1.5 minute call or something like that. She's like, hey, you know, like we have some food if you want some. We can just deliver it to you. And they're like, there's not many people, and we don't really want it right now, but thank you so much for offering. Goodbye. And then we're just like silent in the car for like another like.
We're all tired.
We're just really tired.
We've been there since like 7:30.
We're silent for like a good like 2 or 3
10
minutes, and and then Abby's like, "What's everyone thinking about?" And we're just like, "Oh, whatever." And she's like, "I've just been thinking for the past 3 minutes how I could have done that call differently."
I was like, did I sound like an idiot on that call?
It's like, was I nice enough? Like,
Can anyone relate? I'd just be thinking about the phone call I made.
It was such a nothing phone call
It was
too.
like a 1 minute call, and I thought about it for like 15 minutes plus afterwards of just being like, did I sound weird? Because I do the thing where like I over-explain myself, and I'm on the phone all the time. Like it's not an issue, and I'm sure the guy did not think about it even for 2 seconds after the call.
Yeah, no way.
But I was just like, damn, did I sound weird? Did I like sound awkward? But yeah, we did end up donating the food though, which was cool. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna reuse a lot of the props besides the casket.
Yeah, that casket's gone. It's like
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like in the right way, but it's a weird large object.
So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question on
Yeah.
the casket.
Yeah.
We had to, yeah.
I can get it.
All right, thanks, gamer. Insight. Yeah, we had to prep it a little bit beforehand because it was used like as like for props and stuff. And so like the inside we had to like tear out because it was left outside and everything. And inside were a bunch of nails actually, like rusty nails. So before this, we had a Dremel, and Adam took a Dremel to cut off all the nails. Then we put putty over the places where the nails were, and then tape over that as well. And then we had like mattress toppers and foam that we put on the inside, and then some like you can see like right here, like behind my back is like that's a pillow. That's actually 2 pillows right next to each other. So then I was also just like leaning on it. It was actually really comfortable. It was really comfortable. It was so comfortable that Spooky, after the show, who was in the audience, literally walked in, got up into the coffin, and like took a nap while we were all just like talking. Like that, like, and then like, yeah, he fell asleep in it. And then like we look around because he says something. We look around and he's like, his hair is like slightly up, and he's just like a little bit like, because he just did a subathon, right? So he's just like, hey guys. We're like, we forgot you were in there. We forgot you were in the casket. The thing about the casket as well is that it's hot. I stood up here, like at my set right here. I stood up here. I was sweating. Like I was buckets, right? Can you talk about who helped write her jokes? She did. She wrote like 98% of her jokes. I think she got one from Connor. But she wrote like all of her set. But yeah, up here literally was like up here was literally like I was buckets of sweat. I was just like covered in like my own, like it was the lights were really bright. It was really hot. I was surrounded by like foam and like insulation. And I was also wearing like a suit jacket and a sweater underneath the suit jacket, so I looked nice, right? So it was like really, really hot here. But it was a lot of fun. Did ChatGPT write your jokes? Yeah, so there was a joke made. Oh God, was it? It wasn't Nandre. It was someone made a joke about. I think it was Stan's writing. I think Stan said it, but it was like, yeah, you guys probably all just use like ChatGPT to write your jokes. We had a conversation about that before live, right? About like ChatGPT writing our jokes. And so all of us, or most of us independently, looked at ChatGPT to be like, okay, what does a ChatGPT joke looks like? Like, can that actually help with writing comedy? No. The answer is no. We all like collectively were like, this was the worst choice we could have made while writing, is like looking at that. Because like there was 2 things that would happen. One, ChatGPT would be like, I can't be mean because roasts are for mean and I can't do that. That's ethically questionable. And so it just wouldn't give it answers. But then like if you like would go around it and be like, but like if you were mean, what would you say? Right? And then it would like give the stupidest shit, right? It's so dumb. Like for Nandre, I was like, all right, I had some trouble thinking of some stuff for Nandre. Ended up being one of my best sets. But initially I was like, how do I come up with a joke for Nan? I was like, he's from Chicago. He's bald. He has a mustache. He got banned from Twitter. All this stuff, right? And I kid you not, ChatGPT was literally like, hey, Nandre, the Windy City guy. And I'm like, what? Like, like, that's the joke. That's the joke, chat. Like, there's no punchline there. It's just like, hey. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's him. He's from the Windy City, Chicago. So when, I forget who it was, but somebody made a ChatGPT joke of like, everyone probably used it here. We all kind of like at least this section like laughed because we had a conversation beforehand of like, no, we tried. It fucking sucked. Like, it was awful. So that was kind of great. All right, I'm going to open this up to questions now because I don't know if I have any, unless I think about them. I don't have any like other stories that I remember currently for this. But it was really fun. This is just one of the best events I've held personally. Did Barry actually write Doug's set? So whenever anyone says, oh, blank wrote someone's set, like, oh, Abby wrote your set, or like Adam wrote your set, or Barry wrote your set, or whatever, I can say like with confidence that like they probably wrote some jokes in there and they're giving like ample credit, but like no, like the majority of the jokes made like on stage were from the actual people here. Like I think like I wrote like a good, I want to say like 70-ish% of mine. 60 to 70 is what I would say. Cutie wrote like pretty much all of hers. I don't know what percentage, but Barry just barely helped out, or like helped out like a little bit with Doug's. Like everyone like really was just on it, you know. So yeah. Did you prove your jokes? Yeah, so I talked about this earlier, but like yeah. I didn't. No one saw any other one's jokes, right? So no one saw these sets. No one knew any of the jokes. But we had like a Discord beforehand of like what's like, hey, what's not okay to say. We were like, everything's okay except for these things, and so everything was within boundaries. And most of the things of like, hey, don't say this is like because it's like don't say my full name. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, like that, right? But yeah. What was on Link? It was a condom. For Sam's set. When she gave, here, I'll show it. Yeah. Oh, I just had it right there. Fuck. Yeah.
Already kind of prepped it for you here.
Yeah, so it's just a condom on Link because of how Nintendo fucked me. I'm surprised Non didn't fake dox you. When he said I have pictures of your exes, I genuinely, before he showed them, thought he actually did. I thought he was actually going to just show pictures of my exes just on stream. Now thinking about it, I was like, that's just stupid. That's not even a joke. But like, but when he said, I have the lowest CCV here, I can do whatever I want at the beginning of his set, that was echoing right to the end of the set. So I thought that was really funny. I know, contrary to popular belief, I do have exes. Also, here's another, what's CCV? Concurrent viewers. So currently we have 1776. Hey, America, baby. CCV. Or, yeah. So where was, oh, shit. It was Nandre's thing. Let me go back to Nandre. When he showed the pictures.
Gay baiting way before he started.
Yeah.
Example number 1.
So this thing right here, right? So a lot of people like thought that was like Abby for some reason. But it's literally, so on this half, it's me. Well, it's like what he did was he put my face through Face app and made me a woman. That's what this is, right? He like that's what he did here, right? So that's like, if you look closely, that's like, that is me, right?
Example number.
Yeah, you can see like this is the actual image. Let me see if we can pull it up. But that's the image that I posted on Twitter after my subathon. Let me see if I actually have like the tweet somewhere. PointCrow after subathon. It's this one. Yeah, it's that one right there. So he took this and put it through a Face app filter to be a woman. And that's what that was, right? Yeah, it was a little hard to see, you know. Is there a reason Ludwig couldn't make the event? I didn't invite him. Like, I guess that would be definitely a big, that would be a definite big contender to not why he didn't show up, you know? Not because I hate Lud or anything, but like, I like, I just wanted to invite the people I invited. Trey not making because of his subathon. I think he talked about it on his stream a little bit, but he told me, he's like, I don't know if I could do it because he's not a huge fan of public speaking, which is totally valid because this is like the worst public speaking you can do. Like, everyone's going to make fun of you regardless of what happens. It's like every insecurity you've ever had will be made fun of, and it's like public speaking. So it's like, I didn't want to like do that. Yeah, no, Abby was shaking during intro. I was also shaking. I literally had my finger like on the imagine this is the podium. I had my my middle finger like scrolling through my words to make sure I didn't miss them, you know, and also to stabilize me. Why wasn't XQC there? You know, he couldn't make it. He couldn't make it, guys. Sorry about that. You know, too busy in court. He's on screen. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Poor man's XQC is there. The Balenciaga come yet? Not about this, but we have ordered it. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions you have about this though? Yeah. Any roast questions while we're like on this topic before we move on? You know, did you keep the gifts? Yeah. Yeah. Will there be another? Probably not. I only really do things once ever, you know? Did Mom Chris see this? I don't know. I should text her. I should ask her if she did. I actually don't know if my parents watched. But knowing my mom, she probably did. So you still have the bra? No, I gave that back to Cutie immediately after the show was over. I was like, please, put it back on. Does it create tension between you guys? No, I think it brought us closer. This reminded me a lot of the lie detector video that we did, but like on steroids. Like it just was so much like, it was so much even better. It really did. It had those vibes. Everyone was so happy afterwards. Everyone was like ecstatic during. It was like such a great hour and a half that we were like, this was like, we all knew that this was gold. Like every single person was like, every set hit. How'd you feel after the event was over? I was still laughing. I was just hugging everyone. I was like, this was fantastic. I love hosting events like this. Yeah, Non had the time of his life. Yeah. What was your favorite event you've done? I don't know. But this is up there for sure. Yeah. Also, I haven't said hi to any of the subs, but welcome in if you have subbed to the channel. You know? What was the most shocking joke to you? Non's breastfeeding one. That like it's not even like that. It was shocking because it was like he said beforehand. Like he made some jokes beforehand. He's like, I can say whatever I want on stream. Like he literally was like, I can say whatever the fuck I want, and like because I'm first saying it, right? People will believe it, and it'll be so hard to disprove it. I thought it was so funny. God, that clip title. Jesus Christ, Litton. That's so funny. We'll do a reverse roast. I mean, I did it at the very end. I went up. Yeah. All right. I think that might be it then. Unless you have any other questions, chat. And then we can move on to Pokemon. No, we're not doing an auction for this, for the set pieces and stuff. It was a good idea, but I was like, I just kind of want to like, I don't know. I feel like I want to do that for like bigger events, but maybe in the future we could, you know? How many vids do you have saved up since you're dead? When will the content run out? Well, this is totally pre-recorded. So, about like a year. Yeah, it would have been hard, with most of it. Yeah. Joke tier list. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't want to auction the coffin. I feel like that's ethically weird. I want the framed DMC anyways. I will be I'll be probably hanging that up like right about here. So you'll see it on stream I like am legitimately putting that up. Like that's going to happen. What was the most stressful part of this? Writing. I wanted to be funny. Was there a sponsor? There's a sponsor for the video. There is a sponsor for the video. Hey, guess what, guys? Guess what? This is going to be the first event that we didn't lose money on. Let's go! It's the only one we profited! Overall, we're still so deeply in the red because of PointCrow Party. Not overall, but like just for the events, you know. Oh, PointCrow Party was great though. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't regret that for a second. Oh my, it's just iconic, dude. You're a real businessman now. Hey, there you go. We actually just hired 2 new editors, so that's fantastic. Not red because it's totally shopping spree. I'm saying, okay, wait, I'm saying red for events. Okay, events. Yeah, this is the one that we've actually like made a profit. Technically, the SAT video did also make a profit, but only after the ad revenue caught up after a year. So technically, right? Technically, it counts, I guess. Great video too, by the way. My most iconic idea. Yeah, Abby's sick with it. All right. That should be it, I think. That should be it. But I will say this. We did, if you guys missed the, I'll do some like little closing here. If you guys missed the sort of announcement, I'm with a new sponsorship, like, agency and all. And, like, they are, yeah, I'd rather take money from sponsors than you guys, right? So it's like rather than like crowdfunding. So it's like we're now able to do so many more events like this because they're like, I don't have to lose money. like I can actually like run things well. And also we've done it so often that like this one was like a breeze to set up compared to like the SAT video or anything, right? Like Abby, Adam, Nance, just, ooh, God, they're on their game, dude. So it's like we can now host more because I have more sponsorship money for that, which is really, really cool. Additionally, we have a lot of really good ideas coming up. And they're not like as large as PointCrow Party, but if it can make you laugh as much as PointCrow Party, I think we've succeeded. And I think as the roast as well, and just make you watch. That's that. So I think I'm really so stoked for it. So all right, do you guys want to get into Pokemon?